Hi, I'm Carrie with eatingonadime.com, and we're on a mission to help families eat well on a budget, including the holidays. So we have been kicking it off doing like 10 days of Thanksgiving recipe videos for you guys, and today is probably one of the most important videos you need to watch. The turkey gravy either makes or breaks Thanksgiving dinner because you need it for mashed potatoes, for your rolls, to put on your turkey. Some people like to put it on their ham. We love turkey gravy, and I do not want you to go buy some turkey gravy mix because you can actually make it super simple at home. Now you can find today's full recipe linked in the description below, or you can always go to Google and type in "Eat on a Dime turkey gravy" and it will pull right up for you. Now before we start cooking, I do want to remind you that our Thanksgiving Made Easy digital cookbook is 60% off, and I have included the link to that video below as well. So make sure you grab that if you haven't yet before the price goes back up. Two things that you probably need if you don't have it: make sure you have a good saucepan to make gravy. I'm using a non-stick one, and if you're using a non-stick one, you want to make sure you have silicone whisk. But if you're using a regular pan, just a stainless steel whisk will work. Now you probably have that. You might not have this. If you don't have this, everybody should have this. You're only going to use it around Thanksgiving and possibly Christmas. You can stick it in like up top in the cabinet with your roasting pan. But this little guy is fabulous because you squeeze this and then it sucks up all the juice. A lot of people use it for basting your turkey, but I usually cook my turkey in a bag, so you don't need to baste it. But we're going to use this to get all the juices out to make our gravy. Okay, so I have my turkey sitting here. We've already dove in a little bit and see all these delicious juices. You're just going to take this, squeeze it, and then watch when you let go. I can do this because I'm holding the camera. Hold on. And then see how it fills up. I go straight over to the measuring cup and keep filling it up until we have about 2 cups. Now, if you don't get enough juices to do 2 cups, you can just fill the remainder with chicken broth, or you can just do water. I like to do chicken broth if I don't have enough juices, but it's really important to use the juices from your turkey because that's what's going to make the best turkey gravy. In a saucepan, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of butter and let it begin to melt over medium heat. The butter is all melted, so then we're going to whisk in a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Now, if you need a gluten-free version of our turkey gravy, we actually have that for you on eatingonadime.com as well. So you can go and search that and get you a gluten-free version. Now we're going to whisk this in and let it cook for about a minute, stirring almost constantly because we've got to cook that flour. So this is our thickening agent, but it also brings a lot of flavor. Now we're going to add 2 cups of the drippings from the Thanksgiving turkey. Now if you can't get all the way up to 2 cups, just add some broth or water to get to 2. We're going to stir this in and we're going to whisk it together until it comes to a boil. Now if your drippings coming from your turkey are actually really chunky, make sure you strain it as you pour it in, just so that way you don't have to have a chunky gravy. Once it comes to a boil, we're going to turn it down to about medium-low heat and let it simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes, and make sure you are whisking regularly until it thickens to your desire. See, it's already thickened and you can see the beautiful color. This is going to be good. While we are allowing it to simmer, we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and then a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and we're going to whisk that in. And then we're just going to whisk this together and allow it to keep simmering. Now you could do less pepper or less salt if you want to, but this is what we like, so you can always start with 1/4 teaspoon and then increase it from there. Now I always do the spoon test and see how it kind of sticks to the spoon a little bit. That means it's nice and thick. You can make it thicker or thinner as you want. The way to make it thicker is to just let it keep simmering, and then when you cool it, it will also thicken slightly as it cools. But this turkey gravy is ready. All that's left is to drizzle it on your turkey. Look how good that looks. and you have amazing turkey gravy in minutes. Okay, now I just let it sit. You can pour it into like a gravy boat if you want to, but we usually have a ton of people over, so we just leave it in the saucepan. You can also place it in like a small crock pot to keep it warm. But guys, this turkey is so good. And it's so easy to make, right? Like, you do not need a turkey packet. All you need is butter, flour, salt and pepper, and some broth. It's a no-brainer. Forget the seasoning packets, guys. Make your own turkey gravy at home this year for Thanksgiving. I hope I inspired you that yes, you can make a delicious turkey gravy without a seasoning packet. Let me just dig into this. I can't stand it. It smells so good. So good. Now, if you missed our how to cook a turkey in a bag video, we have that just 2 days ago. It went live, so make sure you go look for it on YouTube. But also, friends, make sure you grab our Thanksgiving Made Easy cookbook. If you like easy recipes just like this, oh, I dropped the turkey in the gravy. You're gonna love our Thanksgiving Made Easy digital cookbook, and it's 60% off right now. I have it linked in the description. You can also find the full recipe for the gravy at eatingonadime.com or in the description as well. Guys, thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you next time for another family-friendly recipe.